No, hold on a second. Sorry. Hey. Hi. My name is Amy. Thank you very much for watching. Today is cold. It is the day after Christmas, and, I'm gonna get back into taking this Web3 course that is cursed. Um, I took like a 7 week break because I actually got invited to do a hackathon that was Web3 based in the metaverse. And since I do a metaverse in my free time and I'm getting better at Web3, I decided to go ahead and do that with a group of people. And we made it into the finale. And the finale was last Monday, but it was also before Christmas, and I was cleaning every day last week. Not like you can tell, but this week is my last week before I go back to work. So we're going to try to do this a little bit every day. We're going to try cleaning every day. I've started doing a little bit of streaming with ChatGPT, which is extremely fun. And work towards my Bambooks art project so that I'm not stressed about that in the new year, and get everything done, all the goals all the time. But now it is 3:30, and basically I thought I was at the beginning of lesson 9, but hopefully when I click on this, well, first of all, we're gonna have to pay the ad tax, I believe. Oh, hey, look, we're paying the ad tax just right away. I don't. Well, let's see. Oh, so, um, I like watching the ads because I'm not paying them to do this and it's free, so let them make their money. But yeah, we're gonna rewind this back to when the lesson started and then just pretend um, that I haven't lost any of these skills. I was so excited about the lottery part. Um, we actually wound up having a portion of our project that was supposed to be a lottery, but then we were using Optimism, and apparently Optimism doesn't have a VRF, which is a verified random function. And so we didn't wind up actually implementing that part. But so I'm looking forward to this. I have a lot of ideas when it comes to using a lottery and a raffle system. So let's. How long is this stupid ad anyway? And it's only the second ad? Okay. Or the first of 2 ads. But yeah, I'm really hoping that we can get this to the part where I'm on the right track to complete this contract thing, and or the lottery contract. And I really want to I want to get through this stupid course. Everything after this seems to be like not super technical, just things I should know. So hopefully it really goes really quick and I can just finish this course like this before the New Year's. But I've stated, you know, goals in the past and just didn't pick this up for 7 weeks because I got really stressed with my other thing. So let's just take this one at a time. And I'm actually it's not like I'm not doing Web3 in the meantime. So it's good to have projects as you're doing these things. I'm gonna try to stream a little bit more, just with me using ChatGPT and this, and hopefully just get through this and get a Web3 job or grants or whatever we're doing. So I think I don't. Um, how long are we going to sit through this ad? I just want to sit through it long enough so that they get paid, you know? But, I usually pay the ad tax before I stream, but I got really excited to be talking to whoever winds up watching this. It is very cold. I don't know how cold it is right now outside. I could look, but I'm not. I'm staring at my phone. It's a dangerous thing for me to go on my phone, though, so there's that. Okay. Am I... What is this? I just feel like going through what hopefully we can find. Okay, we're at 1357. He has, I always, okay, so 1357, yeah, so let's go back to 1341-ish. And just rewatch this entire, I think that's fair. I don't actually remember any of this because it's been like over a month, so we will just start this lesson over. I was excited about getting that far in the course, but, you know, sure, I guess. We're going to be going through this pretty quickly, though, because not much commentary for me, because we've done this before. Hopefully I remember or I know what, like it's familiar to me. I'm not like confused or anything. Okay. My categories, I think. Okay. It was really, really surprising to me that Chainlink does not have like other blockchains available. So I just want to get back to lesson 9. Turn up the volume to a reasonable. Okay.
Is going to be available in the GitHub repo associated with this course. All right, so let me show you what we're about to build. Yeah. I'm going to show you the front end, but again, you don't have to do the front end if you don't want.
I do.
But the front end does give us a nice way to visualize the lottery that we're building here. We're building an application that allows users completely decentralized to allow users to engage in a fair, a verifiably random lottery. This is the application that would actually fix the McDonald's issue that we talked about much earlier. So first, we got this connect wallet button that we're going to click to connect to MetaMask. And here, we're actually going to show you how to connect to more than just MetaMask. Wallet Connect, Trust Wallet, Math Wallet, any of these wallets, and we'll show you how to customize even more. So we're going to connect to MetaMask here. We'll choose our account that we imported in.
I don't think we actually got to the part where we could connect to multiple wallets, so I'm excited about that. I don't remember if, holy poop, it's cold. Why is it so cold in my house?
From Hardhat, we're going to choose next, we're going to choose connect. And remember, for our front end bit, we're going to go to settings, advanced, reset account if we're working with a brand new Hardhat blockchain. Now, the front end doesn't look super nice, but we have an enter raffle button and we have a little bit of UI talking about the current number of players and then the most previous winner of our raffle. So we can go ahead and enter the raffle and allow anybody to pay 0.1 ETH to enter our smart contract. We get a little transaction saying transaction complete, and we get the current number of players is 1. We can continue to enter the raffle, and anybody can enter this raffle, and the smart contract will keep track of all of the players in here. We're going to run this on a timer. The lottery is going to automatically trigger somebody to win. And to do this, to get a pure verifiable random number, we're going to be using Chainlink VRF to get a pure, verifiably random number. And then we're going to use Chainlink keepers to trigger the automation to automatically have one of these winners get picked every time one of those time intervals is up. Once the keepers kick it off, they will pick a winner. Our decentralized lottery will say the most previous winner is so-and-so, and they will get all the money from.
What's the benefit of using the Chainlink keeper versus like a cron job in your application? I guess it depends on if you're on Ethereum or not.
From this lottery, making a perfectly fair decentralized lottery. We're going to call our contract raffle.sol, but you can call it lottery.sol or really whatever you want. And we're going to make it look really, really nice. So now
we're going to get so nice. Just like the most beautiful contract you've ever read.
Now we're back in our Visual Studio Code. This is...
Are we back in our Visual Studio Code? I'm not sure. So I had this, I'm not sure if, are we copying this from something else to get the base of it, or are we making it from scratch again?
Gonna be the project. If you learn this, you have the skills to learn all the rest of these smart contract concepts, and you are gonna be able to do great things in this space. This is gonna be your flagship project. This is gonna be the one that you can be the most excited and the most proud about for this tutorial. So let's go ahead and let's create a new folder. So we're gonna do mkdir.
Okay, we'll make a new folder. My cat agrees that I should be proud of myself. Isn't that right, dear? But you should lay down on me if you want to lay down on me. It's not a dramatic thing, sweetheart. Okay, so now I have 2 cats on my lap. That's 2 cats are always better than 1, right? Here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna move this one to call it rig. And we will so we just like moved that other one out like it's no good anymore. I do have there's a couple of things going on here in my mind. One is that that hackathon project, I'm trying to get the people I was working with to actually make it into a charity, and so we might actually try to get around it and create our lottery ticket. But Bambug's art could use the lottery in some way. So
Hard hat, smart contract lottery, FCC, or smart contract raffle, whatever you want to call it. Then we're going to CD into our hard hat, smart contract lottery free code camp, and we're going to type code, period, or we're going to open this up.
I mean, we could. This next 3 app is what I've been using. We'll just keep that there. Add folder to workspace. I have the code. It is in Web3 under the Patrick YouTube here. So we're adding it here.
In a new folder, however we choose to do so. Now that we're in our new folder, we're going to create our new hard hat project. So we're going to do yarn add -- dev hard hat.
Okay. I don't like yarn. I think it's unnecessary. npm install. Just making sure it's literally just hard hat. We should probably do, well, do we have a JSON file? Do we need to get one of those? It literally doesn't have one of those, so touch. Is this one of those things where it needs to be like a this? Okay, so we have a node modules, a package lock. We have hard hat and the dev dependencies.
And we'll get our node modules, our package.json, and our yarn.lock. Now we'll do yarn hard hat to get started with a new project. And we're just going
to npm Is he doing it as a JavaScript project? I think we're just doing a basic JavaScript project.
select, create an empty hardhat.config.
We'll just do an empty hard hat config.
config.js, because we know what a basic project looks like, and we're going to give this project the customizations that we want to see. We're going to create an empty hardhat.config, and now in here we have a blank hardhat.config.js with almost nothing in here. So we're starting completely from scratch. Now we're going to...
So he's defaulting to Solidity 0.73, I believe. And we're at 0.8.17, so there's that.
Add all of our dependencies in here. And oftentimes you'll add these sequentially as you build, but we're just going to add them all in one line. And there are a lot of them. So we've left a copy pastable.
Okay, that's why he's doing that. Let's go to the GitHub page. And they're like, global. It's only, what are you doing? Fine, we'll do freaking. It was mostly because I've heard this before, but okay, so yarn became a thing because npm started to become super slow and cumbersome. And so as a dependency manager, yarn was really good. And then npm got its act together and now npm is much better. So yarn is superfluous. But apparently people have decided that yarn is the thing and will just make things break if you don't use yarn. And you know what? I might think yarn is super annoying, but I'm not prepared to spend so much time trying to get around yarn when we can just have a stupid yarn lock.
Section of the full blockchain Solidity course.js for you to just copy paste so you can install everything in one go. So grab that line and it's going to have everything that we've been talking about. And we'll just hit enter and we'll install all of these. And as you create more and more projects, you'll get the feel of what you like for your dependencies and what tools that you like to use. Remember, at the end of the day, the tool that's best for you and
did I even look and see what I installed? We have the hard hat ethers. We have ethers. We have Etherscan. We have Waffle, which I forget what it is. Chai is a testing framework. Waffle definitely is the Web3 thing, though. Hard hat. We're doing the gas reporter thing. You have the prettier plugin, Solidity. So, yeah.
best for the job is the tool that you like the most. There never really is a one tool fits all. There's almost always going to be trade-offs. All right, now that we have all those dependencies installed, if we look at our package.json, we'll have this massive dev dependencies, we'll have everything in node modules, we'll have everything in yarn.lock. And of course, as we know, in order for any of these to actually work, we need to add them into our hard hat config. Now, there's a lot of stuff to add in here as well. So once again, if you want to come to the Hard Hat Smart Contract Lottery FCC and go to the Hard Hat config,
Okay. And hear me out, though. So we're importing everything. Okay, so this is yeah, so this is basically defining RPC URL, and a bunch of stuff, and then it's basically making it into the right shape that it's expecting.
just copy paste everything and place it into your project so that you don't have to always type everything out yourself. Atomic Labs.
Okay, so he was saying that we should just copy the require, not the hold file, but it's right there. So we'll do that.
Hardhead Waffle, Atomic Labs, Hardhead Etherscan, Hardhead Deploy, Solidity Coverage, Hardhead Gas Reporter, Hardhead Contract Sizer, which we haven't talked about yet, but we will, don't worry, and then require.env.config. And as you all know, all these little semicolons are popping up, and those are going to drive me absolutely crazy. So once again, we can create a dot prettier RC. And if you want to copy this as well from one of your previous projects.
Okay, so this is a I feel like I'm misspelling things. Two T's, two R's. See. Okay. Okay, see? No more semicolons, which is nice. Unless, of course, they weren't there. Were they there in the first place? They were not there in the first place, so there's that.
Projects, feel free to do so. One thing that I added in here was a print width of 100. This just changes how long a line can be before it goes onto a new line. That's the only difference here. Now, if we go to our config and hit save, they go away. Thank goodness. Now, if we look at our Solidity version, we're currently using 0.7.3. Let's go ahead and update that to 8.8 or 8.7 or whatever you want to use. Now that we have all the basics set up, we can begin coding our smart contracts.
Go us.
So we first need to create a new folder called contracts where we're going to store.
Okay. MK. Ooh, no. Okay. MK dir. Might be time for a little bit of a nap soon. Just saying.
All of our contracts. And let's go ahead and create a new file called lottery.sol or raffle.sol or whatever you want to call it.
We're going to call it raffle.sol. In Vue, it's bad form not to have a multiple word file, so it would be like raffle contract.sol or whatever.
I'm going to call mine raffle.sol. And you might see this indexing thing happen from time to time. It's our Hardhat Solidity extension indexing all of our node modules so it knows how to highlight things and knows how to work with everything in our Solidity files. So that's what happens when that pops up. Now, before we jump in and create it, let's figure out what we're going to do. So we're going to create our raffle contract. And what do we want people able to do? Well, we probably want people to be able to enter the lot.
I think I did this in the original one. I created like a readme in the contracts for the raffle.
Lottery, paying some amount. We're probably going to want to be able to pick a random winner. But we want this to be verifiably random. We want this to be untamper-withable. And we also want winner to be selected every X minutes or years or months, AKA we want this to be completely automated. So we want to deploy the smart contract and almost have no maintenance, almost have nobody ever have to touch it again, and it'll just automatically run forever. This is the power of smart contracts. As we know, since we're picking a random number and we have some event-driven execution, we know that we're going to need to use a chain link oracle, since we're going to need to get the randomness from outside the blockchain, and we're going to need to have that automated execution, because a smart contract can't execute itself. We need somebody to automatically trigger these. So to trigger selecting a winner, we're going to have to use the chainlink keepers. And that's pretty much going to be our entire code. Now, I usually like to do this before I start any project. And the reason that I do a little bit of brainstorming is because we don't want to just jump in and really do anything. We want to have a good idea of what we're trying to build so that we can write tests for it, so that we can know if we're going in the right direction, etc. Now that we have a good idea of where we're going, let's build it. So, per usual, let's do SPDX, license identifier, MIT. We'll do pragma, solidity, little caret here, 0.8.7.
Okay. This should not have been in the same file, but we're in the raffle.sol. And SP, oh my gosh. Okay, first of all, I keep hitting tab and not the caps lock. Not helpful. SPDX dash license identifier 90 pragma solidity that is the version that we have inside of our package JSON, right? It's your 8.12.
Even zoom out just a hair. We'll trash that. We'll say contract, raffle. We can even make sure that we're not going crazy by doing a little. Yarn, hardhat compile, and compiled successfully. We want it to be able to enter the lottery. We want users to be able to enter it. So maybe we'll create a function. Let's go to the Ethers documentation.
No. Shit.
If you go to the getting started.
No. Okay. We were at 1342 or something like that. This is what happens when you want to go back, but you forget that it's a 3-day video or whatever this is. It's been a while. I'm not gonna lie. It's hard hat compile, right? That was the entire thing I didn't know about. Yes, we've gone over this a couple of times now. We're gonna figure out something. I'm gonna take a nap, and then I might be back. I might not. I might do ChatGPT, and then I need to work on Band Book's art before dinner, which is in like an hour. I'm getting groceries delivered, and my cats are on my lap forever, so not sure how that's going to work. Okay. Will we be able to make it to... Okay, let's just rewatch this part.
So we first need to create a new folder called contracts, where we're going to store all of our contracts. And let's go ahead and create a new file called lottery.sol or raffle.sol or whatever you want to call it. I'm going to call mine raffle.sol. And you might see this indexing thing happen from time to time. It's our hard plate things. And before we jump in, and what do we want people? Well, we want almost have this is the driven. We're going to need it automatically triggered. And that's pretty much going to be our entire code. Now, I usually like to do this before I start any project. And the reason that I do a little bit of brainstorming is because we don't want to just jump in and really do anything. We want to have a good idea of what we're trying to build so that we can write tests for it, so that we can know if we're going in the right direction, etc. Now that we have a good idea of where we're going, let's build it. So, per usual, let's do spdx, license identifier, MIT. We'll do pragma, solidity. Little caret here, 0.8.7. Even zoom out just a hair. We'll trash that. We'll say contract, raffle.
Or
We can even make sure that we're not going crazy by doing a little yarn, hardhead component.
okay. I'm going to take a nap because I'm falling asleep. This is one of those dumb things where I need to reset my MetaMask. Okay, well, we could have me do this many times, or I can get off stream. I could take a nap. I can get the password, and everything will be good. So, let me take my nap. I'll see you later. We'll get this done, and then I will be back probably tomorrow.